And here you go. So Logic has chopped that loop up by its individual transients. So I just had to find the kick and the snare. And then I simply got my MIDI controller and I played in this beat that I liked. So I made this beat yesterday. How did I do it? Let's start from the beginning. I was looking to make a beat that had an old school, almost like a vintage vinyl sampled record with the drum sounds. I could have gone through lots of sample libraries, lots of loop libraries. You know, I might even have got my record player out and got some old records. But I wanted something quick. I just wanted to get this idea going. So how did I do it? What's something I've done quite a lot over the years is mined the Apple loop library, but not necessarily for the loops themselves, for the actual sounds contained within those loops. So because they're really wide ranging and covering a lot of different styles, if I open the loop library here on the right, you can see, you know, you've got Bangra stuff, you've got big banger beats. Because I knew I wanted something that was like a bit of an old school hip hop thing, I found this one called Bit by Bit Beat. Bit by Bit Beat. Here you go. Sounds super like a Jurassic 5, you know, Cut Chemist record, but it's got a shuffle on it and I didn't want a shuffle, I wanted a straight beat. But I like the sounds, I like the kick and snare, I like the hi-hat. So what I wanted to do is use that kick and that snare sound, so I grab the sample, I grab the loop, and I just drag it over to an empty track. This pop-up comes and it says, what do you want to do? Do you want a quick sample? I could use that method. What I did was I actually went for Drum Machine Designer. It's a little bit more like having an old sort of MPC sampler with the pads and stuff. And here you go. So Logic has chopped that loop up by its individual transients. So I just had to find the kick and the snare. So I found the slices and then I simply got my MIDI controller and I played in this beat that I liked. And it's a straight beat. There's no shuffle on there. Sounds nice. As with lots of these kind of old school samples, they do lack a little bit of low end punch, and sometimes it's good to layer other sounds on top. I wanted a bit more of a round kick, just doing the 1 and the 4, and then a kind of clappy percussion-y type sound in there. So I found another beat, and I didn't scroll too far down. I found Black Satin Beat. And I love that kick, and I really like that sort of clap percussion sound that's in there. Let's go. Yeah, same thing, dragged it over here into a Drum Machine Designer, and then I just programmed in percussion sound and the kick. There you go. Really easy, really fast. So I've just done another example here for a top of some extra percussion, exactly the same technique. And the cool thing is you actually get to go through, once you've done your little bit of MIDI programming, you get the mixer. If you go to Mixer View and you click on this arrow, and you can see all the individual slices. So there you go. And if you see there, the instrument that's loaded within inside Drum Machine Designer is actually a quick sampler. And within the quick sampler, you get extensive controls for the sound itself. And then this is my percussion layer. And that came from Heavy Conversions Topper. So if I go to the loop library here, find that, go to percussion, Heavy Conversions Topper, it was this little loop. Because that percussion sound I've used has a kind of a bit of a reverb, like a room reverb on it. I like that addition to the loop because it gives a bit more space. So with that sound, turn it down a little bit. It's just adding some more stereo information to the loop, which is a bit more in mono, and goes really well with my bass line. And then I've got a little melody here. That percussion loop, again, it emphasizes the little melody. So this is just a really quick way to show you that you can use the Logic sample library, the Logic loop library, for more than just loops. You can really get in there and go crazy with the sounds and have some fun with that, and let me know how you get on. And if you have any other ideas of how to use this, I'm all ears. Cool. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again on another video.